And we are back, we are live, and we are ready for a lot of great fight. We've got a great fight coming up.
We as Frank was saying, we have an amazing co-main event for you guys. It is about that time. Someone's O has to go. It's gonna be Host Ninja, the number 5 ranked fighter, 2-0, going against Wordlife, who is also 2-0. It's a battle of the undefeated. And Yuri, when you take a look at the scouting report, it looks like an amazing fight for the main event for 5 rounds.
I know you can't see me right now, but I'm shadow boxing, right? Oh my gosh, this is going to be a banger of a main event. Again, guys, pay-per-view worthy stuff you're getting for free. We have a Host Ninja, the winner of the ESFL Grand Prix. He's confident ever. Hey, he's Host Ninja. He's got no problem. Member of the MOB camp. Then you have Wordlife, the number 4 ranked fighter in the ESFL. He's not afraid to throw brawls, man. He's going. He's throwing those soup bowls, taking the fight down to the ground if he needs to. You're going to be shaking in your boots with his Israel Adesanya level feints. This is going to be main event worthy right here, if I don't say so myself, Frank.
Oh man, it's going to be an excellent main event. And I'm ready for the hype to give way to the action. And there it goes. We are on the way. We've got Ferguson being represented by Host Ninja. We've got Burns being used by Wordlife. And 5 rounds. Let's get it, man. We're ready to get to it. We've got Herb Dean as the 3rd man in the octagon. Let's just, man, let's see what these guys have got in store for us.
No early stoppages. That's all we need.
Yeah, don't worry. You won't get them here. Both fighters just measuring each other. Teeps early from Host Ninja. Right, and just Host Ninja's just looking for. He gets that clinch early. Guys just looking for their range, but Host Ninja gets a few good shots off there in the clinch with the dirty boxing Kingsley.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. You're kind of trying to fill each other out, see what your opponent's gonna try to attack, try to go to the body, maybe use some leg kicks. It seems like they're gonna fight most of the phone booth. You see the little bit of the wiggle going in and out of this phone booth, and it's looking like they're trying to find their reads and then execute their strikes. So far so good for both competitors. Just taking a slow time. They know it's a 5-round fight rather than a 3-round fight.
Yeah, both of them know that they don't want to gas themselves too early. Wordlife tries to get this, unable to do so. Host Ninja tries to as well. And both these guys they brought their takedown defense with them. They knew fighting Ferguson and Burns, you're going to need to be ready to defend those takedowns. Both guys so far through 2 minutes are ready to do so. Burns gets a good leg kick in there. Ferguson went for an overhand, didn't get it. Went for the double leg bail there. Gets a good clinch from Burns, throwing some nice shots, nice knees, getting some block damage in.
Yeah, another thing I'm seeing too, I'm seeing Host Ninja being a very difficult puzzle to understand and figure out. And that's one thing that you're going to have to do if you're Gilbert Burns here. You know, if you're Wordlife, you got to figure out exactly how to beat this Tony Ferguson. One thing that would have me shaking in my boots is the fact that he's fighting out of southpaw. So Tony Ferguson's low leg health really isn't going to come into play until 3rd round, even if you work those things down to a nub, Frank.
Yeah, and for a second, it seemed like that was what Wordlife was great. And I was going to mention something about that as well. Stances like that, you got to break those legs down. You got to make them stick in one. And I mean, one thing about Tony Ferguson is he's so great out of both stances. You have to do some kind of leg damage to stop that. Gave him the little juke there with the animation getting up. Nice knee there. Couldn't quite get the elbow behind.
Well, I was going to say, another thing that we need to take over, just view, is the Gilbert Burns leg kicks. I mean, they're landing pretty nicely, and you have to think that has to be a sorry in this whole fight, because that leg health is going to deplete a lot. But a good check, as soon as to say that, commentators curse. So far, so good for just attacking the body and change up the levels.
Yeah, that's how you handle those leg kicks. You check 1 or 2 of them, and then all of a sudden you don't want to throw those nasty leg kicks anymore. Gilbert Burns has nasty leg kicks. That's one thing that will completely change the complexion of the fight, because that's one thing Wordlife is doing so well. He's doing a good job working down that leg. Another thing, too, is we're seeing the nasty spinning elbows turning into a helicopter, Host Ninja. Oh, so you're a helicopter now, he says. Getting it into the single collar tie, taking it out of the 1st round. Good stuff there. I got to say, that's 10-9 Host Ninja.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you there, Yuri. Just felt like he was the more active, busier fighter, but also didn't do, enough to gas himself out. I feel like he did very good management of the stamina there with Ferguson. I'd say as he starts the round off, just throwing flying kicks and spinning stuff. But
I,
go ahead, Kingsley.
Well, I was gonna say, Wordlife. I think this is where he like turns it up a little bit because there was like little sparks where I saw him slip away from the punches a little bit, able to just avoid the reach of Tony Ferguson. Let him use all that stamina, as you see it, almost a takedown right here. Good denial and just attacking the body, but I think Wordlife, you can't count him out just yet. I mean, he's looking really good. Maybe they'll take this second round and try to add the pressure. As you see, 46-28 total strikes alignment in favor of Wordlife.
We'll see how the second round plays out for him. But so far, it looks like Host Ninja is just trying to establish the game plan, just staying right in his face, and just giving him a lot to think about as far as the strikes coming at him is concerned. He's hitting him with a lot of 1-2s, but he's also mixing in leg kicks and throwing some elbows and he's just throwing a lot of different strikes, giving him a lot of different looks. He's starting his combos with hooks. He's starting combos with straight shots, with knees, elbows. He's just trying to throw a lot of everything right now. And we're going to see what Wordlife throws at him to adjust for that.
Host Ninja is a puzzle, as I said earlier on. There's times whenever he's a orthodox style boxer and he's just throwing 1-2s and hooks and uppercuts. There's other times he's throwing flying knees and cranking elbows at you. Muay Thai-esque single collar, gets the judo toss into side saddle. I don't care who you are. You could be Gilbert Burns. You could be Ryan Hall. You are scared when Tony Ferguson is on top of you.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when he's in the side saddle and has, room to go for some of those submissions. He's got to be careful though, because Gilbert Burns has a darce from the bottom side control. So if he was to get too hasty, that could be something that could have trapped him. But did a good job there to stand up and just get back on the feet, reset things, and keep throwing these elbows that are having a lot of success. Breaking that block down to Gilbert Burns so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's bringing down, he's keeping on the pressure as we've been seeing, but a nice body shot from Wordlife. Wordlife able to get some slips off. I mean, he's kind of on the back burner, but he's playing a little bit, a nice check kick. But so far, Wordlife, I think he just needs to keep going with his game plan. Just don't get hit in spots. Oh, but as soon as he said that flying knee, insane.
Yeah, and now he's looking to finish this fight. He was trying to catch him. Ducking with the uppercut. Wasn't quite able to do so. Now he's throwing the spinning back fist rather. He's just trying to find where the opening is going to be, but Wordlife is doing a good job firing back, just trying to keep him off of him, just to clear those cobwebs, get a little bit of that head held back, and try to survive to this next round without taking too much more damage.
Yeah, and the thing is I've been in Wordlife's shoes, right? When you're going against these ESFL championship caliber fighters.
Oh, wait.
Man, that is bad. There it is.
Oh, what a huge knee catches the body rock right in time.
Wow.
And that's the end of the round. Yeah, it's definitely worth. I hope everybody's strapped in. We're on another roller. We've had some excellent day, guys. I mean, the main event is carrying that torch very well.
Very true, very true.
I mean, that whole sequence, we saw Wordlife. He was able to get the rock, he was able to get the slip and destroy some of that stamina, but then just lose all the momentum as we're in this third round. We're seeing, again, the pressure so just devastating from Host Ninja.
Yeah, absolutely devastating. That's a perfect word for it. But Burns is doing a good job of using the head movement from getting knocked out, but even whenever he's going for the takedown, Host Ninja knows what's coming, gets a huge knee there, man, and I think he would have a lot of success if he went for that 6-12 elbow. I just feel like he would be able to catch Burns either going for a body shot or a takedown. I just feel like he'd be able to finish the fight if he was to throw that. But we'll see what happens. I'm not trying to give insider information, but these guys are really just insider trade. These guys are really just in the pocket mixing up those. Host Ninja catches the huge uppercut, and that's a great takedown there from Wordlife. Waits on that stamina to bottom out and gets that spear takedown. Now he's on top. He can do some damage. He can, get himself into an advantageous position here going forward. There's still 3 rounds. If he wins these, last 3, that's a victory. So this is a great job to start the round here for Wordlife, Kingsley.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to tell me who had the lower block gauge or just who's in deeper trouble, I would probably say Host Ninja. By the way, these big moments have been happening. Host Ninja able to get some strikes in, but again, the Wordlife strikes have been nice. He's been able to slip. You wouldn't even know if he had very low block gauge. So he's been doing well, even though he's fighting Tony Ferguson, who's very game and just putting on the pressure right here.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job emulating first style. Just continue to walk forward, landing some big shots, and that just might be is
Yep.
a fantastic pressure performance from Host Ninja today, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to cap off this card. What a way to end our main event. Host Ninja really seemed locked in today and did a great job of always being the fighter moving forward, controlling the center of the octagon and really landing those great big shots that ended up getting that knockout. It was the left hook into the right straight that got the knock down up against the cage, and he just didn't have any head health left whenever Ferguson went in to finish that up. Yuri, talk us through that, man. That was a great performance by Host Ninja. What did you see that stuck out with you?
Yeah, great performance is almost an understatement, Frank. I get what you were trying to say, man, but let's give this guy some credit. He killed it. My goodness, I'll tell you what that was right there. And I've been in Wordlife's shoes. I'm not even in the ESFL, but I've been in this position where you're going against these ESFL champion level players, and all of a sudden you look up at your health and your block health, and it's down and it's blinking, and you know it doesn't even feel like he did anything. But the whole time, Host Ninja's just peppering, shadow boxing, almost taking that block and that head health down, and man, you really put in a sticky situation. And as you saw, all it took was a couple block breaking combinations to get the job done, Frank. Man, that's good stuff.
That was. And I did notice there in the fight stats, Wordlife was 0 for 7 on takedowns. Fantastic takedown defense on display the entire time. It's a great performance all around. And like you said, I'm trying to be modest, but great performance almost does feel like an understatement. He was
No,
on top
you're
of it
good.
the entire time. And we just had a fantastic night of fights. A lot of great fights here tonight, Kingsley.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the whole main card, I mean, we saw impressive showings from Leon, from Rennie. We saw the co-main event deliver in the main event. I mean, Host Ninja is 3-0. I mean, could he possibly get a title shot in the oncoming future? Well, you don't know, but Zaya has to be paying close attention because Host Ninja stock has just gone up in the ESFL. But man, from the prelims to the main card to all the co-main and main events, this fight card has been amazing.